Hi, this is Jake Lee, Teacher Jake from Meaningful Tech Moments, and I am here to walk you through um, a unit I came up with using learning resources coding robot. You're going to notice that in this unit, I'm passionate about teaching coding skills to our youngest learners, pre-literacy coding skills, and I am all about integration. I'm a public school kindergarten teacher, so I'm always focused on um, integrating and combining coding skills with other curricular areas. So you're going to see that throughout the story. So I have a video trailer on my YouTube channel. It links to this book in the notes of the video. I'll also link to this ebook, this online ebook, in the description of this video as well. But this video is just going to be me walking you through the chapters and the resources that are in this book about this coding unit. So here we go. So let me open this up. So in this book here, let's get it into full screen, just looks a little bit better. You're going to find a lot of cool things. So I open up with the table of contents so you can kind of just jump to points that you want to get to. Um, if you're not familiar with this resource, I kind of put out why I chose this one for this unit. Over the years, I've been teaching coding in primary level for a good 6, 7 years now, maybe more like 8 or 9 years. So I've used a lot of different robots and a lot of different apps. So this is a recent find for me. So you're going to see here why I liked learning resources coding mouse. Mostly the price point was really good. Like I said, public education teacher, so I needed to be somewhat cheap, but good quality. The functionality and durability was pretty good. I used it this past summer with a coding class with like kindergarten kids entering kindergarten, and it survived. And if you've used the TTS bot, it's very similar to that. I just kind of liked it because with the arrows on the back, they're color coded to match the coding cards. So that's why I liked it. I go over what's in the box, all the materials you need. It's kind of a self-sustained kit for you to build with. It's got all these green squares that you can build mazes with and tunnels. It comes with the coding cards you need and little pieces to help the kids map out their mazes. So it was pretty cool. So overall, I thought this was a great tool to teach this unit. Next, I go into the unit overview. For this particular coding unit, I tied it to one of my favorite stories, Alexander and the Windup Mouse. It's a story I read every year, and why I thought it was good is the story's about Alexander, a real mouse who is unhappy because he gets chased around, meets a Windup mouse, which is a toy mouse, who everybody loves, and he really thinks he wants to become like the Windup mouse, but it ends up that he saves the day because the wind-up mouse was about to be thrown away, replaced by new toys. I like the tie-in because the coding mouse is a lot like the wind-up mouse. You can't move it unless the wind-up mouse can't move unless somebody turns the key in the back. A coding mouse can't move unless you enter the code into its back. So that's like a natural integration point for this unit. I help you out with a little read aloud of the story if you want to play that in your class, or maybe you have the book, and it kind of outlines what I say our mission is, because our mission is to help Willie become a real mouse, or Peanut to become a real mouse. Um, Peanut is what we call our coding mouse, and guess what? He's Willie's cousin, and he's heard all about how Alexander and Willie are best friends and how Willie became a real mouse, and we just want to help him out. We want him to be able to become a real mouse too. So basically, the kids go through a lot of different mazes. We call them missions. And instead of finding the purple pebble like the story, they find magic cheese wedges because those are in the kit. And once they find 6, we celebrate because that means that we've helped them grant their wish. And then, as you notice on that page, Peanut is celebrating with Willie and Alexander and dancing the night away as a real mouse. So it's a really good tie into the story. You can talk about text to text connections or unit to text connections, talking about the different things, how the stories kind of overlap and how the coding mouse is like Willie and how they're the same and all sorts of things like that. So my kids this summer really enjoyed it. When the unit ended, they just wanted more Peanut. It was pretty cool. Um, On these pages, you're going to find units in action. You're going to see my bin set up and some of the mazes I set up, some tips that I came up with, and then you'll see videos of kids actually using it. One tip that I came up with these unit in action was that the one downfall is that these mazes aren't necessarily, oops, aren't, oh, let me turn that off. Sorry about that. These mazes aren't necessarily easy for kids to use, to put together. It's pretty tricky. So what I would do, especially with kindergarten age kids, is I pre-set up the mazes. You know, you could do that each day or for each center. So I pre-set them up so that kids could just get started and focused on them. If you have choice time, you might give them some time before this unit to try to build those together, build the green pieces. It was just pretty tricky to put those green maze pieces together. I struggled at times, so I wasn't sure that kindergarten were able to. So I just decided to preset the mazes for each little mission. Just made it a lot better. So I outlined some vocabulary to teach during this unit, some really basic coding vocabulary for you to use. Um, I also clicked here. This is through Google Drive. It's just where you can download my Keynote file. You can just make a copy of it into your drive and download it when you need it. I also put my presentation in a PDF slide that you can make a copy of in your Google Drive. And then I'm pretty sure you can upload PDFs into Google Slides and make your own slides. So that's just a unit overview. There's going to be a link to this book so you can spend more time with it in the description of this video. If you want to follow me for more tech tips, for our youngest learners and some meaningful tech moments, I'm on Twitter and Instagram. I also have my own website, so you can follow me. As always, like most YouTubers say, like and subscribe just so that I can be seen by more teachers. I call myself like a evangelist, so I really want to get these ideas out to teachers so that we can see more coding and meaningful tech integration in our classes. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think of this unit, or give me some tips or some ideas that you have. Thank you.